What's up guys, welcome back. So about a week or so ago, we were on Fox5 DC and we made lobster rolls, but a few folks on the staff had shellfish allergies. So we came up with this one on the fly. They liked it so much, I decided to make it for you guys here on YouTube. This is my recipe for firecracker salmon rolls. Meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. All right, so first things first, obviously for a salmon roll, we need some salmon. Here we have 2 large salmon fillets. This is roughly a pound of salmon. We're gonna turn these into basically salmon bites. So I'm gonna cut it however you want to, bite-sized pieces. You leave the skin on or take the skin off, totally up to you. It's a personal preference thing. But we're gonna cut them into about, I guess that's about 1 inch or so. Just repeat that process for your entire salmon fillet. The thicker pieces can be cut into a little bit smaller if you want, but again, personal preference. All right guys, so we're going with a buttermilk brine today. We're keeping it nice and simple. We're using my seasoned flour, so no need to go crazy with the seasonings. A couple tablespoons of hot sauce, about 1 quart or so of buttermilk. We're just gonna get in there with our hands and massage all that in. Let that buttermilk work to tenderize the salmon a bit. Hot sauce is gonna add a little bit of spice to the party. Along with the firecracker sauce we're gonna make here in a minute, everything's gonna go together beautifully. All right, so when we made this sandwich, we also made an Asian slaw to go with it. The flavors pair beautifully with that firecracker or bang bang sauce. We need a little bit of texture, so that's what the slaw is there for. So in a mixing bowl, we're gonna need some olive oil to get the party started. Quick reminder guys that all the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. So olive oil, some honey. We need some garlic and ginger paste, about 1 teaspoon each. A little sesame oil, 1/2 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon, depending on how much you like sesame flavor. Then we need our rice wine vinegar. We're gonna add that. And just a little bit of soy sauce or ponzu. If you want to use ponzu, it has a nice little citrus note on it. So we're gonna go in with a bit of that. And then just some salt and pepper or all-purpose seasoning. Break out the whisk. Give that a thorough mix. Taste and adjust the flavor to your preference. Should have like a sweet, tangy flavor. Gonna pair nicely with the shredded cabbage and the red cabbage, the carrots, add nice texture to our sandwich. So once the dressing is right where you want it, we're gonna go ahead and add in our cabbage. You can use straight up cabbage, you can use the tricolor stuff like we got here with the carrots and the red cabbage. Let's give that a mix. Make sure that it absorbs all of that dressing. And we're gonna pop that in the fridge, let that hang out till we're ready to assemble our sandwich. But again, guys, this is perfect. This is good on chicken sandwiches. You can serve this alongside your barbecue if you want. If you're doing like an Asian style chicken wing, this is a good side dish for that as well. But there we go, that's what you wanna see. Nice and even on the coverage, not dry, but not super runny either. That's the consistency you're looking for. All right, so last time we used brioche buns, hot dog buns to be exact, but I wanna try it out on this hoagie roll. So we got a fresh hoagie roll from our bakery. You need a serrated blade to properly cut this bad boy. You don't want to cut it all the way through. Just make a little pocket for your sandwich. You can hit it with a little butter. As you guys know, butter makes everything better. But you want a nice little situation to put your slaw and your fried salmon in there. That's gonna go in the oven for just a couple minutes to kind of toast up. We want the exterior to have a little crunch and the interior to be nice and soft still. All right guys, so we got a little melted butter. We got a beautifully toasted roll. Oh my God, I wish you could smell this. Just gonna spread that butter in there. The roll's still hot, so the butter will continue to melt the way the good Lord intended. And then just repeat that process. All right guys, so for the firecracker sauce, we're going with 1 cup of mayonnaise, a 1/4 cup of sriracha. We're gonna eyeball it today, but you can measure it out. A 1/4 cup of sweet chili sauce. You can adjust the ratio depending on how spicy you want this to be. If you want it to be spicier, you can use more sriracha. Sweeter, you can use more sweet chili sauce or a little more honey. Speaking of honey, we're going in with about a tablespoon or 2 of that. Followed by a few dashes of sesame oil and about a tablespoon of soy sauce. Break out the whisk and mix to combine. And that's what you should look like when you're done. Nice orangish pink color. Taste and adjust. You can, like I said, balance out the sweetness to the spiciness however you want to. A little salt and pepper or AP seasoning just to take it over the top. Now for our flour, we're bringing the flavor with my all-purpose seasoned flour. If you haven't tried that, you can get yours via the link in the description box. Otherwise, just take some all-purpose flour and season it to your liking. We have our marinated salmon. I want to pop that on into the seasoned flour. Make sure that it's nicely coated. Then we're going to drop it in some 350-degree oil. Fries up in just a few minutes. Now, if you don't want to do this with salmon, guys, you do this with other fish. You can do it with shrimp. It's great with shrimp. Really can't go wrong. Could even do it with chicken if you want. Nice little chicken tenders or chicken chunks. But I really like this with salmon. So we're doing it with salmon fillets today. Good way to utilize some leftover salmon too if you have any that you didn't cook. Or like some trimmings from a large slab if you do it like that. Nothing goes to waste. Groceries are too damn expensive. All right, guys, so once the oil hits 350, we're gonna go ahead and drop our salmon in there. When I say drop, I really mean be careful and gently place it in there. These are gonna fry up faster than me at an open bar wedding. 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes if you got some thick pieces in there. So as promised, guys, super quick fry, golden brown and beautiful. I like mine around 130 degrees internal temperature. Wouldn't go much higher than 145. All right, my friends, we got some perfectly fried salmon. We got some delicious firecracker sauce, bang bang sauce, dynamite sauce, whatever you want to call it. All the restaurants call it different stuff, but it's very similar. So we're just gonna give it a quick little toss. You can hear how crunchy the salmon bites are. Swirl it around a little bit. This one don't want to flip for me, so we'll do it manually. Just a nice, light, and even coating is what you want to see. All right, so now we're going to build our sandwich. I'm going down with some of that slaw that we made. No need to go too heavy with it, but we want a little crunch, a little pop of flavor down there at the bottom. Nice little bed for our salmon bites. Go ahead and load this bad boy up. Then for good measure, we'll just hit this with a little bit more sauce right on top. Because why the hell not? We're here for a good time, not a long time. Top that off with some sesame seeds. And finally, some chives. This is the part where I say, brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. And the only thing left to do is get in here for the taste test. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. Now, my friends, it's time for the moment of truth. Tough job right here.